Educating yourself about the basic time management tips can do wonder in your life. Every minute is precious. Don't wasting it doing something that isn't adding any value to your life. Welcome to CA Concept Bytes. As the title suggests, today we are going to discuss tools and techniques of time management. Let's begin. Time management is one of the most rewarding skills that will take you far in your life. If you aren't managing your time effectively, sooner or later you would enter into the state of pandemonium. Time is such a crucial aspect. That's why it's need to be handled in a most desirable manner. Only if we learn to master the art of time management, our life would experience a positive change. We must take charge of every single minute in our life. We must know what is effective time management and how to manage time. When we learn the art of time management, it could yield a positive impact, especially on our professional life, where most of us suck at giving due time to each and every task. They are able to manage your time effectively. It will cost you many more things like poor quality of study, stress level, anxiety, a lot of backlog will be created, and you will not be able to meet a study target. Let's have a look at time management techniques and tools to achieve massive success in our life. First of all, wake up early, make your day longer. All of us get 24 hours in a day, though it is not possible to increase numbers of hours in a day, but you can definitely try to wake up a little earlier and make your day longer than others. Start with setting up your alarm 15 minutes earlier than before. And in this sense, you want 15 minutes. For example, if you sleep 7 hours a day, after setting the alarm 15 minutes earlier than before, you are now sleeping 6 hours 45 minutes and you won 15 minutes of your life. You can use this time to exercise, to meditate, to prioritize anything, or even to pursue a hobby, and gradually you will find that it increases your productivity. Next, set a smart goal. Don't just wish, do. While setting goals, always keep in mind your goal should be smart, means your goal should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. If you made your goals on the basis of this SMART acronym, these goals would give you a solid structure to your studies. While planning your study target each day, always keep in mind all these 5 terms, as planning should be real. Planning shouldn't be hypothetical. If it will be hypothetical, you won't be able to achieve it. So always use this SMART technique. It will help you for sure. Next, use smartphone focus tools and apps. While studying, always use focus mode. It will help you in achieving your target on time and help you out from distractions. When I was studying, I used this tool in a very effective manner and it gives me tremendous result, because when I got difference between the time of focus mode in my smartphone and the time of effective study in my stopwatch, and after brainstorming I got to know that my focus mode was on for some time and I wasn't able to study. Of this problem, what is the issue? After removing that bottleneck, the time available in my focus mode and the time in my stopwatch become closer day by day. Also, there are a lot of apps available in the market. Those apps must have feature of time sheet so that you may track your time. That app must have time target and also time tracking. If the app has these 3 qualities, you must go for that app. Next, keep productive hours for most important tasks. Time management and prioritization. Both go hand in hand. You can manage your time effectively only when you know what is supposed to be done and when it is supposed to be done. The point is to take up a hand on time consuming task, accomplish it and focus on other things. You may start with a topic you think is difficult to do. For example, any big index in morning time when you wake up, like index 109, 103, 116 or 115. These are the big index, and this involves a lot of judgment while we are enter into these topics, so it needs to be very productive. So you must keep your productive hours for these difficult topics. Next, no multitasking. Our research suggests that only 2% of the people can multitask effectively. For the remaining 98% of people, multitasking is actually wasting their time and lessening their overall productivity. So, in my opinion, instead of dividing your attention into different things, it is better to focus entirely on one thing and excel at it. To make it more effective, try to time boxing them, because it's never a good idea to take up more than you can handle. High achievers and great performers all over the world do less but better. When you prioritize tasks, it gives you clarity and direction so that you can start working on things, you can save time and be more productive. The next time you find anything difficult to manage, take a deep breath and take up a single task, complete it, and start another thing without stressing yourself too much. This will really help you while you're doing any work. Take a small break frequently to refresh yourself. Smart time management isn't always about doing something or the other. It also emphasizes on the fact that little breaks after an hour or so can take your productivity to another level. Following a specific pattern becomes burdensome after a point of time. It's hard to concentrate when you aren't fully motivated within, when you aren't able to concentrate. So utilize break time in some productive work, like you can listen music, you can do exercise, you can meditate. But so try to listen music which makes you calm, which makes you more focused towards your goal. Next, you got to know how and where every hour is being spent at work in order to manage time effectively. Start tracking your time either manually or with a time tracking tool. In a research, it is shown that people who like to keep track of things they do are usually more focused, more productive, and organized. When I was studying for entire day, I always track my entire day before going to bed at night as to whether it is productive to me or not. Now we are going to discuss some time management technique. First, 80-20 rule. This is also known as Pareto principle, in which 80% of the results come from 20% of the efforts. Please prioritize every topic on the basis of importance and give appropriate time. As you cannot cover entire, the syllabus is like a samandar. You cannot cover entire syllabus. So on the basis of priority, it may be a little difficult at the beginning, but when you are used to it, you will see a rise in your productivity and will be able to better manage time and efforts. Next, ABCE method. First of all, A stands for most important task. You have to complete these tasks at any cost, otherwise it could have serious consequences. B stands for less important task comparatively. B stands for less important task comparatively. Such tasks should be done but won't affect as much as the ones falling in the E category. And next is C. C stands for tasks with no consequences. Such tasks are something that would be nice to do, but for which there are no consequences at all, whether you do it or not. Next, E stands for task you can eliminate. And E task is something that is completely irrelevant and could be eliminated, as doing them isn't already going as good to your productivity and efficiency. Next, 18 minutes rule. This 18 minutes rule is for meditation purpose. I have divided this 18 minutes into 3 slots. First slot of 2 minutes when you sit down and think about what you need to do today to make it successful. What is your to-do list and how you are going to do this? I was studying. I have taken a break of 1 minute after every hour because I thought that 1 minute keep me productive. 1 minute of break every hour can keep me productive. It helps me in refocus, and I set an alarm every hour, and when it beeps I take a deep breath and ask myself if I spend my last hour productively. After hours, next slot is for 10 minutes. I use this 10 minutes to review what I have done in entire day, and I have now turning off my entire study, and before going to bed I always make plan for next day, what I am going to do next day, and that's why I prepare my to-do list in this 10-minute slot. So all in all, 18 minutes approach gives an easy insight to manage your day and have a moment to reclaim your life from distraction. This is all about time management as it plays an important role in our day-to-day life. Even educating yourself about the basic time management tips can do wonder in your life. Every minute is precious. Don't wasting it doing something that isn't adding any value to your life. What are your best tips to manage your time? Do you use any time management tips? If yes, then let me know in the comment section below.